Hi, welcome back to VeloNews TV here at U-Bikes. And another honored guest, Jacques Boyer. Jacques, you got a nice round of applause when you came up on the screen. It must feel good even 30 years later.
30 years, yeah. But looking at those photos was pretty amazing.
So we've been asking this question to a lot of people tonight, but have you seen that footage of yourself before?
I don't think I've ever seen that footage. I've seen some footage of the Coors Classic and Red Zinger, but not that particular one.
So, I think that your role in American cycling history or racing history has been underappreciated, but certainly let's start with the fact that you were the first American to ride at the Tour de France. How were you received at that point? And is it 1980 on the SEM team?
Actually, no, it was 1981 with Bernard Hinault and the Renault team. And I was received really well. I'd already been racing as an amateur there. My name is French, I spoke French, so it kind of was a step away from being, the pure American that they had been used to seeing on TV or as tourists.
You're kind of halfway there already, it sounds like. Now, was Sean Kelly a mentor to you at all, or what was your relationship with Sean Kelly like?
Sean and we raced as amateurs together. I was in Europe with him. In '75, we went to South Africa together. So he was a good friend and a rider.
So in '75, was that the year that he got in trouble, ended up getting suspended by the then UCI?
Actually, we all got in trouble, and that was the reason he went professional in '76. I didn't go pro till '77. He got suspended, so in order to race, he had to go pro.
And so, did you have America's always been much more into the Olympics than professional cycling, at least in my opinion. So was your goal 80 Moscow Games at that point?
No, it was '76.
Montreal, but you raced in Montreal, correct?
I did not race. I was on the team and I got pneumonia at the Olympic trials, so I couldn't compete.
And then you also had a top 10 in the World Championships, didn't you?
Solange in 1980, I got 5th behind Bernard Hinault again.
Wow, and so all these results that we've never really have talked very much about, does it bother you at all that you don't seem to get credit for being this groundbreaking cyclist?
It doesn't bother me, no. I still am in cycling. There are still a lot of riders that recognize, what I've done, but I love cycling. I'm still, going back into cycling.
And fast forward for us to 2006. What are you up to now?
Actually, I'll be going back to South Africa with the Rwandan team. Tom Ritchie and I have teamed up. I'm going to Rwanda back in January, and I'm going to be selecting and training 2 Rwandan riders. We're going to do the Epic Tour in South Africa as our first race, an 8-day stage race, and then we're going to do some UCI events in Europe, and then come hopefully to America.
Wow, Tom Ritchie, I was reading an interview with him. It sounds like you took him out on a 10-hour ride a few weeks ago.
10-hour ride, yeah. There's an amazing ride where I come from that's 162 miles, and you're so exhilarated you don't feel, you do feel the pain, but it's worth it.
Well, thanks a lot for joining us. Jacques Boyer, how about that? Just another one of the Coors Classic Red Zinger legends here at U-Bikes today. So for Jacques Boyer, I'm Dave Toll saying we'll see you down the road.